Now is the best time to buy a 360-degree camera, and likely the one I'm showing you today is the best out of all. So let's inspect. Hi, so good to meet you. I'm Michael. Full disclosure at the start, this video is not sponsored by DJI, nor it is sponsored by Insta360, because apparently lately it is modern to throw dirt at the competition. Instead, this video is based on my real, long-term experience with DJI's first attempt to build a decent spherical 360-degree camera, something that is called the Osmo 360. So you're going to see a lot of footage, you're going to hear a lot of thoughts regarding the positives and the negatives and everything that really matters about this camera, which has caused quite a lot of drama. Part of it was actually thanks to Insta360's, let's say, less than moral marketing tactics. So let's carry on. The Osmo 360's daylight performance is outstanding and it's been improving with every firmware update. Thanks to the duo 1-inch image sensors with a new square pixel arrangement, the camera captures more information per pixel. We're talking 8K at 50 frames per second in 10-bit D-Log-M or HLG, and that 10-bit color depth is the magic here. Compared to 8-bit, gives you over a billion color possibilities, smoother gradients and far more flexibility when grading in post. And DJI even provides official LUTs, so you can nail the colors without guesswork. Compared side by side with the Insta360 X5, DJI's colors feel more cinematic and balanced, at least in my opinion. No over-sharpening, no over-pumped saturation, just clean, realistic tones. For most casual users, both look good, but for serious creators, the Osmo 360 blurs the line between enthusiasts and professional gear. I'm gonna give Insta360 credit here, though. Their flow state stabilization still edges ahead slightly in ultra-dynamic motion, but DJI seem to be closing the gap fast. When it comes to low-light performance, this is where the Osmo 360 kicks the Insta360. The latter one leans heavily on AI chips to brighten shadows and reduce noise in low light. That works to a point, but it often results into smoothened out, artificial-looking footage, especially when there's motion. DJI takes a different approach: larger sensors, better pixel architecture, which equals more light captured naturally. That means less noise, richer shadow detail, and more accurate colors without having to overprocess. DJI calls the stunning low-light performance as one of its hallmark advantages, and it's not just marketing stuff. In a matter of fact, DJI have released the Super Night Mode the day before the launch, so most day one reviews didn't show the full power. Side-by-side night shots show DJI retaining texture in dark areas where Insta360 just turns them into mush. Add 10-bit color to the mix and you've got the best low-light footage I've seen on a 360 camera to date. But it's not all about the footage, so let's talk about design. I'm showing you the Creator combo here. You're gonna find 3 batteries, the Osmo 360 with a silicon lens protector, and a sturdy monopod. First impressions, the build feels solid, premium, and balanced. The form factor is one of DJI's biggest wins over the 360 X5 because Insta's design is top-heavy with a poorly used display area and feels awkward to mount on a chest strap. It wobbles and tips forward. The Osmo 360, on the other hand, feels much more like a streamlined action camera, stable, comfortable to hold, and easy to mount in dynamic conditions. It's all about the little details when it comes to design. The easily accessible USB Type-C charging port, the ability to remove the micro SD card without having to take out the battery, the ability to easily place the camera standing or even take advantage of its magnetic base. Compatibility is the other big win over here. Works with most of the Osmo Action line accessories, including batteries and invisible sticks. One not-so-tiny issue that I've stumbled across, though: my invisible stick has a slight wobble, likely an early batch thing, but worth noting, and feels that some of the reviews that you've seen thus far are also somewhat proving it, yet too few fellows were brave enough to mention it. As for the tech specs, there's a duo 1x1.1-inch CMOS setup with redesigned pixel layout. 8K 50 frames per second is the maximum supported resolution, 6K at 60 is supported as well. 10-bit D-Log-M, which is a pleasure to grade with DJI's official LUTs. Waterproof to 10 meters without the case. 4 mic array for immersive spatial audio. Support for DJI famous wireless microphone options. Up to 100 minutes continuous recording at 8K 30 frames per second. The inbuilt invisible selfie stick effect. Multiple shooting modes. And a balanced weight. All of that controllable through the famous DJI Mimo smartphone app. There still are a lot of unanswered questions in regard to the hardware part, which is, in a matter of fact, the most exciting part for Osmo 360. For example, we don't know what is the exact model of the image sensors. We know that they are close to 1 inch in terms of diagonal size. We know that they are with a square shape, which means less pixel waste, and this gives clear advantage with low light footage. It's really notable, but we don't know the exact model. We don't know if it's a modification of what we have with DJI Pocket 3 or any of other DJI devices. The other big question mark is about the processor. Thanks to the Tech teardown that you can find on YouTube, we know it's most likely another Qualcomm-based setup. Is it the same CPU as what they use with the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro? We still don't know. And I think the most discussed component, of course, the elephant in the room, is the lens setup. Because these lenses, as you can see them, they are non-user replaceable. But they are replaceable through DJI's Care Refresh program, which costs you less than buying a new pair of lenses for Insta360 X5. The other solution that you might use is to buy lens protectors. There are some other good hidden gems around this action camera, part of which the battery life. And here I wanted to say it's outstanding. Coming from the Osmo Action 5, I expected a similar battery life, but with 2 large sensors, it is no surprise that the Osmo 360 draws a lot more power. Even so, it beats the Insta360 X5 in runtime and stays cool under normal shooting conditions. The only time overheating made headlines was when the Insta360 fans deliberately ran it stationary, plugged in for charging and recording at the same time, basically torture testing for social media points. Yet, something that I very often do with action and dash cameras, putting it under direct sunlight, this time under the August hot sunlight, for about 20 minutes, and you can see the temperature rates, and for the record, DJI Osmo 360 didn't shut off due to overheating. Charging is fast, and if you already have the DJI Action Series batteries, you're set for all-day shooting. I've been swapping batteries on the go and never once worried about running out of juice. As for the display, I think this is a big win. Well, partially. The screen is large enough to be genuinely useful, with great touch responsiveness, accurate previews, and excellent outdoor visibility thanks to the maximum brightness. Interestingly, here DJI could have probably gone even brighter, and they have forgotten to add automatic brightness mode, something I feel is a must-have for almost any piece of consumer electronics these days. But in most cases, this doesn't really hinder the user interface experience. It mirrors the Osmo Action series. If you've ever used any DJI camera in the last few years, you're gonna feel right at home. One button to record and easy navigation throughout the menus, minimal risk of misselecting modes when starting quickly. This is exactly how it should be. And if you're into vlogging, the compatibility with DJI's wireless microphones makes it even better all-in-one content creation tool. But let us dive deeper with the software now, shall we? The smartphone app. It's DJI Mimo, and the first integration of Osmo 360 was just okay, but DJI has been updating it based on user feedback, so now faster transfers, smoother previews, and the most important bit, better editing tools. If I state that at the time of making the video this is any better than Insta360's Studio app is pointless, but DJI is known for quickly catching up with software updates, and I'm sure that they're going to catch up with this particular one. Furthermore, it's a unique opportunity to design most of the app the right way and mimic the simplicity that comes with their in-camera user interface. Because with the demanding world of social media, we need speed and we need effectiveness. So this is definitely the area I'm gonna keep on monitoring for the next few months. Same with the desktop software. When I got the camera first, there was only the Mac edition. Now there's a Windows app as well. Is it perfect? Not yet, but it handles 8K footage smoothly, doesn't crash, covers the essentials, yet makes people feel lost in some of the features. I won't go into too many details because this review is going to age well, and pretty sure that most of the things I would criticize right now would be gone in a year or so. Similarly, Insta360 Studio took multiple generations to get here, but people seem to forget that. I don't, and I won't forget to talk about the drawbacks either. Non-replaceable lenses is of course topping my list. There is no support for the Apple Find My feature, no display auto brightness mode, delayed sales for accessories such as a diving case, no vertical or square video modes, something I really wish to see soon through a software update. Anything else? Now it's your turn to add to the list. My conclusion is that DJI, through their first attempt to build a spherical camera, are making the Insta360 X line in the high-end spherical camera space a bit redundant, because this here, despite the fact it doesn't have user-replaceable lenses, we agree that DJI can replace them on your behalf. It has amazing build quality, it has unmatched low-light video performance, it has a very wide set of accessories, and most importantly, it can record 10-bit videos, which for professionals and people who are quite keen on doing some more exciting color grading is the most important aspect ever. And I feel that DJI know very well that they're joining a party which is already started, but they're here to become the best. And I feel that with the trend of their improvements on the software side, Osmo 360 right now is the most logical choice about buying a spherical action camera. To break it down into simple words for you, if you already have an X4 or X5 by Insta360, this wouldn't feel like a serious upgrade unless you need such kind of a form factor and 10-bit video recordings. If you are on the hunt for your first spherical action camera, I don't know, plenty of choices, and I still feel that DJI have the edge over here. This is my opinion. I'm really curious to hear about yours. Comments are the place where you can share your experience, thoughts, and probably recommendations on which is the best 360-degree action camera right now in 2025. That's it for today. Thank you very much for watching till the end. Please, your support means a lot to me, so giving the video a like and subscribing to the channel is the least you can do, and you can check for some more options in the video description area. I'm the TechMishka. I really look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.